So most AI tools are basically glorified search engines. You ask a question, it gives you a nicely formatted answer. Cool, but you still have to do all the work. What if you had an AI that wasn't just an assistant, but a partner? An AI you could give a real messy business problem to, and it would just go and solve it without you having to babysit it. That's the promise of an autonomous AI agent called Manus AI. And for the last couple of months, I've been throwing my own real business problems at it for my companies such as SimSkills and JobOS. I'm talking about the kind of stuff I would normally pay thousands of dollars for agencies and consultants to do. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what happened. I'll give you the 6 prompts that I used to turn those messy problems into real results. And I'm going to give you my honest take on whether this thing is just an hype or if it genuinely is the future of getting work done. Let's get into it. So what actually is Manus AI? Alright, before I show you the result, I need you to know why Manus is different. I went through that documentation and what the founder, Zion Hunks, has said about it. They don't call it a chatbot, they call it an action engine. The whole idea is to bridge mind and action. You have an idea, it does the action. Simple. Think of it like this. With ChatGPT, you're the chef and it's your cookbook. It gives you the recipe and you still have to go buy the ingredients, chop the veggies and cook the meal. With Manus, you're the restaurant owner. You just say, I want a world-class spaghetti, and it goes, does everything for you. Buys the ingredient, cooks it, plates it, serve it to you, just gives you at the highest level possible. The way it does it is with a multi-agent architecture. So it's basically a team of specialists AI under one manager. When you give it a task, the manager breaks it down and assigns piece to the right specialist to go do it. So the researcher does the research, the coder will write the code, they pass it back and forth until the job is done. And the coolest part is the transparency. You can literally watch the work it does side by side on the panel called Manus Computer. You will see the browse through website, write the code, the whole thing, no black box. So that's the pitch. Now let's jump in and I'm going to show you quickly how this works. Where you can go on the browser and type in manus.im, you're going to get in the landing page and you can sign up. What you see is the chatbot. You're basically familiar with this. If you've used ChatGPT, Gemini, Cloud, you see the same interface. And what you can do here in the chat is to ask any question, do any task. So this is where you put your prompt or your request and it's going to just action it for you. Here you can give it a voice input as well, so it can quickly go and execute for you. And these are some of the use cases, things that you can already do. You can build websites, you can create beautiful slides and do wild research, just like deep research on OpenAI. You can create images, spreadsheet, visualization, so you can put in your data and it can help you make sense of it. You can generate videos, audios, playbooks, and more. It has some powerful automation that takes this thing to the next level. Also, you can add local file for extra context, examples, or connect your drive. So if you have some documentation like I do in my business, we can add it as well. And you can see Figma, so it can do some mockups for you. Here are some of the apps that you can connect. So you can see I've connected my email, I can connect Outlook, Calendar, GitHub. There's a whole range of different tools that you can do. And if you blow it up, you can see that you can connect some apps, see some of the extensive apps that you can connect to. Here is the game changer. You can also connect some custom API. So API is thing that facilitates communication. If you think about when you go to a restaurant and there's a waiter taking your request and taking it to the kitchen with the chef, that is kind of like how API works. This API would be able to allow you to talk to these other apps, like this one for MailChimp, which is a marketing tool, or Apollo for generating leads, which is a game changer. And you can also connect to OpenAI, Perplexity, and other AI tools, and custom MCP. For the context of this video, we're not going to talk about MCP. The other things you can do here is you can go to the settings and you can set the mood you want. You can see your usage. You can schedule some tasks. You can see some of the tasks that I've scheduled for content engine, where you give it your prompt, it can execute and send you the report. And then Manus Mail, this allows you to be able to send mail or use your email. Data controls, cloud browser, connectors we've talked about, and some integration. So I can connect this to Slack, Zapier, or other integration that you may have. So it's quite an extensive tool. So if you want to create new chart, come here, new chart, you can search for previous work here as well. You can see the library of different documents that you've generated over the month. You can see mine here. You can see history of all the tasks that you've done, and then you can share with your friend if you wanted to. This is a quick overview of Manus. Now that you know the overview, the next thing is we want to go into the real problem solving. So the first use case we want to talk about is me wanting to run SEO audit of my website, SceneSkills. So just to show you what the website is, it's sceneskills.com.au. We are an immigrant-focused community company or organization where our mission is to help immigrants to move from stuck to high-paying jobs, and we've been doing that credibly for 3 years, changing lives. Now the problem is, even though we're immigrant-focused, we're the biggest in Australia. If somebody were to go on Google, for example, and type in immigrant courses, or I want to become a business analyst professional, or AI specialist, or product manager, SceneSkills will not show up. And you can see we're not showing up. And this is literally what we've been doing for immigrants for the last 3 years with so many success stories. So this is a problem because we are not going to get more customer. The people that are not even immigrants are the ones that are showing up, even though we've done so much work. So this is not good. We needed to fix this, and that's the whole idea of SEO. So it's a big business problem. I'm even still sad now that I still search it now. It's still not fixed. So what did I do? I have a prompt where we can say like act as a world-class technical SEO and perform comprehensive audit on the website. But this was what I did. It was just a simple prompt that I gave to it. Okay, actually not a simple prompt. So we can look at what the prompt looks like. I generated a prompt on another AI to ChatGPT extensively because I was intentional. I wanted to get the best result, but you can give it a basic prompt and it's going to do the work for you. But I didn't want to be basic, so you can see the steps. That is the power of this tool. It goes through the step telling you what is done. So it looked at all the website content. It shows you how it's working. It also has a browser, Manus browser computer, that shows you the steps and what it's doing. It shows you everything, and then it comes up with this amazing report of the website. Now I looked at this and I was like, wow, there's so many things. You can see priority recommendations that we need to do, strength. You can see UX issues, key issues, which is something that if I wanted to hire somebody, they're going to spend so much time doing that. And he made recommendation, he created suggestions and a lot more that we needed to do. So you can literally do that for any website, basically giving it a nice prompt. If you want this prompt, just comment in the chat. I'm going to give you the prompt so you can see what it looks like and you can play around with it. I'm going to tell you to do it again so you can believe how we work. So please audit SceneSkills website, even for keyword. Like I want to show you this keyword. Like SceneSkills is not ranking for this, which is sad when we have so much. But like let's just see what it does. So you see how it's gonna go through it. So this is how we work, and it's so methodical. So it's gonna go think, do research, and this is the computer here. So you can see it work. It popped up all of SceneSkills links, right? You can see work. And this is the magic. This is an AI that does work, not just talk, which is different, right? So you can see it. ChatGPT has something similar, but this I find very useful. So you can see it in action. I wanted to also mention that you can take control. So if there was something you wanted to do, maybe it's browsing a computer, a website, you wanted to lead it to do something, you can take control in that moment and give it back. But it tells you exactly what it's doing. So you see it's discovering SceneSkills website, analyzing the structure, conducting comprehensive SEO audit. You need to pay thousands of dollars literally to get somebody, an expert, to do this for you, to come up with recommendation for how you can then start to rank. So that's it. We're going to get into the next use case. So it's working. We're going to come back to this. The next use case, which is closely related to this, was I wanted to start to spotlight some of our success stories and impact. So for example, if you go on our website today, you're going to see like so many people, and we've not even uploaded everybody. You're going to see amazing real success story. If you go to our Instagram, there are many because we do some live sessions there. So you're going to see real people sharing their journey. We're having real conversation. Problem now is we're not getting media attention. We're not getting any recognition. We want PR basically. How do we do that? I can do that, trying to build relationships, start to map out, research different journalists, and you can already imagine how much pain that would be. The same thing, and I'm just doing that recently with Manus to see if it can help in any way. So what I did, again, just this basic prompt, like how can you help me get digital PR contact and journalists be interested in SyncSkills transformative work? Literally that prompt, very simple prompt. And it did this, it asked me questions to clarify. And I told it, look, check SyncSkills. I was just lazy playing around with it. And it did that research. So you can see how he went through it, documented step by step. And then he started recommending, after analyzing, focus on immigrant story, your top 3 contact for the week. These are the people he suggested. He prepared executive summary, which is like our positioning, what we're about, our key differentiators. Like you can see the quality of work. It's such an amazing tool, really, because it's executing the work for me. And look at all the technology partners and contacts that's not the most exciting thing. Even this is already exciting. So I said, hey, prepare pitch for all the contacts. So I'm kind of working to a partner. This is what I'm talking about. And he asked me questions. I told him to prepare pitch, and he asked me more questions, which then I answered, provided all of this, founder of SyncSkills, all of these things. And it essentially executed, gave me an action plan, comprehensive campaign, basically, or what I should do. It would take me months to be able to do this on my own. And it came up with email strategy, really educated me, like what should I do? On Tuesday, send to this. Offer exclusive, news, meaning don't send to somebody else. Wait, if they reply, then good. If they don't, follow up. Look at it. Like, it's just mind-blowing what AI can help you do if you are ready to leverage it and you really go for gold. So I had added here to correct a few things. Talked about the fact that averagely I didn't get $120,000, not $80,000, because we were 6-figure career coaches. We focus on that. And we said, look, we've not gotten 50 hiring partners yet. We're just working through building more partnership, not up to 50. So we corrected that and it updated it immediately. And I said, look, you need to send this because I'm busy. So many things I don't want to do manual work. So you can see how I'm talking to it. And say, well, I completely understand. I can't do that right now, but I'll connect to the MCP integration. And I basically what this is saying is like, it's going to connect my email if I give it permission. So I told it, okay, yes, let's do that. Now it did and sent the email. Now I went to the email and it was literally sent. So it said, send email. So if I go open my email, you're going to that because I want to show you what this is so you know that this works. It's mind-blowing. Like literally I have an assistant that can help me do all of this PR work. Now, this was what we're talking about. It literally sent this email. Can you imagine? Like it's so great. So let's go back to our audit. You can see the audit, the computer is still working. It takes a few minutes. So it's checking a lot of websites, trying to learn. This is Ahrefs, which is a credible company that helps SEO. So it's trying to learn and execute. That is a superpower. So we'll quickly cross to the third use case now, which is similar as well. The third use case that I used this for was to help me basically find some B2B clients. So now we coach a lot of people, and current model is they go look for a job themselves. That was our deal. And we've taught them all the strategies to be able to do that successfully, continuously for life. As we're growing as well, we want to have strategic partnership that would help us to be able to then funnel some of our talent to partners across Australia. So maybe Westpac, KPMG, Combank can say, look, your graduates have proven and tested, we want to hire them. And of course, we earn more money that way. But it's so hard to do. You need business development manager, salesperson, all of that. We've been trying to do that, but it's expensive, right? There's a lot of other priorities in the business we need to do. So I started using Manus to say, look, we can give you all the context that you need, just like a new staff would want to know about SyncSkills, what we do. So I gave it everything and he understood it. I even gave it more context. So I did a deep research. I gave it this SyncSkills business plan and partnership strategy document, which is very comprehensive. And then I gave it, and he asked some question, then I answered, then he started executing and finding these partners. You can see the different partners from government to peak bodies like Tech Council, Brisbane Council, multicultural, local government, companies, foundation, all of that. He put everything in this document. But okay, now I know the good stuff that Manus can do. I'm like, look, I want you to actually send this for me and just help me avoid manual work, and I can procrastinate because I have so many other things. So it found all of these guys and it said the KPI of what it's going to do per month. My goal is to get at least 15 partners. I thought it's very high, but like, let's do it. It's going to create follow-up sequence as well. Key factors for success. Like, it's so detailed, guys. And look at what it came up with, which is our outreach engine campaign playbook. You know, I mentioned it can create playbook. Look at it in action. So 200 new contacts. It's going to identify. It's going to send 10 per day. We don't want to spam people. So we did all of this work and I looked at it. It was very good. See sample email. I thought that was really good as well. So I saw a recent article, LinkedIn post, project, all of that. And I think that this email is pretty good. So it's just going to fill in the gap based on the research. And I was really impressed and happy with all the detailed work. Better than me spending time and labor to actually do this. And I gave it a bit more context and then we did back and forth and then it mapped out the entire sending cadence and automated email sequence, like all of these things. These are things you can't do. I said, well, we can do it. It gave me option. And then I insisted that we would do it. Then look at, so it created the batch of email. And then we did send one just to show you. So we did send one. I thought it used my email. First thing, that's the thing. Don't let AI dictate for yourself. I said, let's send to this. We checked, put it in draft. Let's do one first. So look at this email. And then it sent this. So that's sent to, drafted for Honorable, sent to Joseph. These are the ones that we need to send next. And guess what? This is it. One is ready. And to show you, I'm going to send now. Let me see. Send it. Let's send it. Let's see it send the email. Now I'm excited. Let me show you the computer in action. Right, you can see it has sent to this one. See, this is the next one. But it's asking me question, which I'm not going to respond to now. So there you go. 3 use cases in. The next one I want to talk about is my SaaS platform. So this is my AI platform that I vibe coded. So basically I built the MVP before I got a technical person to help improve it. So basically this is an AI career companion. So what we want to do is to solve the broken search process, like job hunting process for any job seeker is very tough. For me in SyncSkills, I know that so many of my students need to apply for the job. I know that it takes a lot for them to customize their resume, do cover letter, follow up, arrange the application in a way that it is seamless and easy and effective. So I needed to solve that problem. So I built the first iteration, the MVP is called, which is minimum viable product, something that works. It's not yet perfect yet, but it works. Tested, deployed, and I used a tool called Repli to do that. So I have a new video I'm going to launch on vibe coding, so look out for that as well. So easy to build the first iteration before I got a dev to then take it and elevate it to the next level. So we have some users, like almost 1,000 users, but we have less than 50 paid users. And the problem is conversion, basically. If you don't know what that means, let me educate you a bit. So basically, people are coming and signing up, but they're not turning to a paid customer. So that is affecting us. We're able to keep the platform going, and we need to increase conversion. Now, one way to increase conversion is make sure the landing page, the features, all of those things are optimized, they work well, and the messaging. Then also email marketing is a big part of that. Remember, I showed you the integration I did with MailChimp marketing, which is the email system we use for that platform. So what I wanted to do was to audit it and say, look, help me check my email marketing system and tell me if what we have there, if what the team have done is good enough to increase conversion. That was the business problem. So our Job OS platform is broken. So literally, I was just like, confession time. Our Job OS platform is broken. Our users are churning and I need you. Help me, please. Design the flow, recommend. It asked me a question, like I should tell it about it. I said, look, please sign up, use the app. And that was the beautiful thing. So it literally signed up. You can see it went on the platform and that's it. You can see what it's doing. Clicking element on the website. So it's looking at this, it's signing up. I love this app so much. It shows me step by step. It filled the form. So you can see it created a user here and click element added. It's like a human that's working for you for free. So it's showing you everything and telling me, so exploring the platform, browsing through the platform, again, clicking, scrolling, adding content to file. It did all of that analysis and came into a conclusion. At the end, it said experiencing higher churn, meaning some people are canceling. Because I want people to cancel, because when you get a job, you should cancel. You don't want to keep it for now until we build the community part, which is coming later. But when you get a job, it's good news and you want to cancel. So I know why some people cancel. It's good news because they tell us and give us the feedback. Not good is the fact that we have almost 1,000 people that are not becoming a paid. Maybe they don't know the value of the platform yet. So these are the things that it said, like missing engagement touch point, no strategic prompt to upgrade, unclear value proposition, no user journey from sign up, which is true, no conversion infrastructure, passive user experience, recommended. Like all of these things is recommending for us to do. And you know what? It's not just going to tell me all of these things. I told it, look, fix it for me. And guess what? It did create some of these things. Can you see how like amazing this is? Like it's just a mock-up, obviously, but this is so good to help me visualize it. Like, oh, your trial is expiring, this new feature, things like this. It helps them like see this dashboard, like upgrade now, 3 days remaining, urgency. If you know what that means, it says, shows, oh, this is your resume currently, fix it, start your trial period. Like all of these things prompt to action, and look at it, comprehensive plan on how to fix it, like writing all the emails, the notification messages. So it did all of that here. It wrote basically every single thing we needed, including the emails and implementation guide. Like how are we going to implement this? Like some of the things we need to put in our code. Put it there. So I can just hand this to developer because I was insisting like you do it, but it obviously doesn't have access to our code base and some context. That's still some limitation, but if I connected it to the code base, it can look at the code base as well, but I don't want AI to go look at it. But you can see all the things that it did, which is super important to help us. And that is one thing that I appreciate about Manus. It doesn't just overwhelm you with so many things. It just gives you actionable result. So these are the emails that we can just copy and paste into MailChimp and put in the HTML tag, and voila, 2 to 3 hours of work, it would be done. Something that would have taken like maybe 3 months to be able to get it right, especially if you don't have someone that has done it before. Now, tell me what is exciting so far, because the next one we're going to talk about is even more exciting. So if you're somebody that you're thinking about building something, you want to build an app, you want to build a website, you want to build something, Manus is very good at that. So for example, you can build a website. Now, what I did, I want to show you, I built a website to help me track personal finance. So yeah, I wanted to see like, oh, how am I spending my money? It took quite a while, like 20 minutes, but you can see the prompt. Create a website that helps me plan, track my finances. So I upload my statement. It tells me where what I'm spending on, budget goals, etc. Right? In Australia, from Australia perspective, give me things I can claim that is not common knowledge. It did all the business scope. I answered it again. Can see how it was browsing different website, like different things, Australian government website. Look at all these things that sometimes I don't think I'll be able to do detailed research. It did all of these things and went ahead and built the solution. So this is the website that I built. So this is it. Well, what you need to do is I'll blow this out so you can see this better. So this is the website. You can add a transaction. So you give it, select business account, describe it, add amount, all of that, and add the transaction. I don't want to add anything right now. And then it will tell you. But the other things that I love about it is the fact that it can tell you some of the uncommon deductibles. Manage budget. You can put your budget as well. Of course, it's not fully done. There's still a bit of iteration that needs to be in there. It is a very good platform already. So you can see your total expense. This dashboard is already good. Something that took 20 minutes to be built by AI. I think that is so incredible. So if I added data and I wanted to do this for real, I can use this platform. Tell me what you're enjoying so far on the use cases. And if you just wanted us to do a quick build, you can ask it like, please, let's build content planner that helps me organize viral video ideas for YouTube. It may ask me question. If it doesn't, I want to show you that you can give it a basic prompt unlike other AI tool, and it will kind of like break it down, think about it, ask you clarifying questions and fix it for you. So you can see it's starting to initialize web development project. But I should say this is just for training purposes. The best way to build a product would be to plan out the features in more detail so that you can get the best result. Right? That is very important. So you don't get a generic app. That is the principle of vibe coding. So if you want to learn more about vibe coding, I have a video coming up as well on vibe coding that will really help you go into detail. Now, amazing. Can you see how incredible this is? So basically, it created a dashboard, the app, content ideas. Let's go to the dashboard. Content can generate the ideas, the idea library, right? You can click it and start generating. Let's see. Content plans, TikTok to do, blah, you can create new plan, title it, describe it, generate new ideas for YouTube, Instagram. Whoa, my ideas library. Let's see, is it working just yet? Okay, let's try it. Let's start generating ideas for YouTube. Let's generate ideas for YouTube. Wow. I tried to leave off AI generated for 7 weeks. The results were surprising. The $100,000 side hustle. How people are making fortune selling digital product you never heard of. Yeah, I see that doing well. I spent 24 hours in What's Quiet test room century. The hidden history of cozy gaming. I only use free items for a week. Can you survive without spending money? That's interesting. So I can iterate on this to say based on my niche. So it doesn't just give me, ideas that are not in my niche. You then need to generate different hooks and format as recommendation. So I want to iterate on this, and this is how you vibe code. This is the principle of vibe coding. You're iterating, adding new things, making the app better, just like we all make app better if you're involved with building apps as well. I'm just going to allow it to do its thing. Yeah, so it's gonna do the work. Let's see if our idea for making money is cooking. So it's basically found something. So yeah, so our result is here. Completed the research, compiled the result for 5 viable business model potential to reach 500 within 3 years. B2B search, B2B SaaS, compliance service for small business, e-commerce, digital marketing agency, specialized niche, Amazon FBA niche product. Let's see. Okay, B2B search, B2B niche, vertical, global market size, 1 trillion by 2026. MVP 52. Hosting, marketing, startup costs, SaaS, bootstrap, cutting, established brand. Yeah. Research, MVP, launch, beta, public, early marketing. Okay. Growth, scaling, here to optimization. Okay. Compliance service. Business registration, professional indemnity, website. Yeah. Competition. Wow, it's quite detailed. So it tells you the plans, right? So e-commerce return management service. Oh, okay. Never heard of that before. Digital marketing agency. I think they're pretty good, especially because it gives you comprehensive report on it. So you can then think about the one you want to action, which is fantastic. Let's think about our app again. It's our app ready. So you see, it has, wow, that's added a few things, which is great. So there you have it. Now, and whilst we're building the app, we want to cross to the last business case for today that will change your life. So basically, I am currently leading a community called the Prosperity Lab, and in this community we are trying to build businesses. So there are people who have joined. It's a new community for immigrants to be able to come around and build businesses. So we're going on that journey together. And one big issue is that some people have too many ideas, and of course there's a process of validating that. So for me, my job is to make sure that they are on track. We're building only ideas that people will pay for, things like that. So I'm just going to quickly prompt Manus to find 500k business idea. I want to start a business. I don't want to waste time on bad idea. Find me 5 online business model realistic short at eating within 3 years. I need market size, startup cost, and okay. So I want to expand it a bit to say not just online business models. Yeah. So I'm going to give it simple prompt. And I want it to please check Reddit for trend. So Reddit is a good place to see what people are discussing for trend. Now I'm going to stop it because I want to do a wide research. So it's going to start doing that. Yeah, so we can see both in action. So we're going to wait for both to join, but you can enjoy the process. It's just like somebody is working while you enjoy, and it's a partner because you can also steer it in the right direction, which is so good. Well, let's look at Manus' computer and see what he's doing. He's going to conduct wide-ranging research. Can you see how powerful it is? How long will it take you to search all this wide range of research? It's going to take you a lot. And this is able to do it in quick time. That's the magic we're talking about. All right, so we've seen Manus in action on 6 real business problems. We've done the SEO, we've done PR, we've done auditing of website, we've even done market research, built an app. It is incredible. So here's my final take. Manus AI is not just magic button. For high-level strategic and final human touch, you still need the expert. But for 80% of the work that involves research, data crunching, coding, and outreach, stuff that drains your time and energy, it's an absolute powerhouse. So it's a tool that lets you execute on your ideas at speed you never imagined possible. So if you're an entrepreneur or anyone that wants to build things, this is the technology you need to be paying attention to. The gap between having an idea and making it happen, it's vanishing very quickly. Anyway, that's my experience. What's the one task you give an AI agent to do right now? If you could, drop in the comment section. I read all of them. Thanks for watching. And if you want to go even deeper on AI, I want you to watch this next video.